Hey guys, so I figured I'd do a quick reading, and this is going to be for, hold on a second, this will be for Monday, November 25th, and Tuesday, November 26th of 2024, and I'm using my Crow Tarot. That's what I'm using, and I have an Amazite crystal with me right now. So I just call on my guides and your guides and all beings of light to assist me with this reading, and that everyone watching this gets a clear and accurate message for them. So I'm just going to go ahead and shuffle. I'm seeing the angel number 752 right now. And so this card came out. This is the Two of Wands. Wait, the Two of Swords. Sorry. So this card is telling me that a lot of us are focusing on a couple different things, but right now we're trying to balance as much as we can. There is a little bit of worry around prosperity is what I'm hearing. And so these 2 days is really about making choices and knowing that what I'm hearing Spirit say is don't worry about making the wrong choice, because what's meant to be yours, what's meant to bless you, will come back around in some sort of another opportunity. Again, I'm hearing the word detox because I feel like as soon as I heard that word, I felt like a lot of pressure in my head. A lot of us are going through a lot mentally. We might not be talking about it, or we might talk about it and just not be wanting to cope with the outcome of when it's almost like we're holding on to something because we don't want to let it go yet. And I'm getting a lot of pain under my rib cage and around my left side of my rib cage. And so you also got, this is the Three of Wands. So actually, yeah, that was the Two of Swords. And that's telling me that a lot of us got, our mind is very disorganized right now, and it's wanting to detox, but at the same time we don't want to because we've been holding on to that kind of mindset, that kind of coping skill for a long time. So something happened, whether it be with prosperity, love, anything. We've really had to really take a look at our coping skills and really readjust them. And so when we think about detoxing, we think about letting go of things. We cannot no longer hide behind certain identities or certain excuses. We have to really let go. When I see the Three of Wands, this is also telling me that it's time for us to move on. It's okay for us to move on. We've built a solid foundation, and it's a bridge, because like this card, it's showing as if it's a bridge, and we're scared to go on the other side because we're not sure what's on the other side. We're not sure how we're going to cope with it. We're not sure of any of that, right? So when we look at these two cards together, to me, this is about letting go of a war that we've been fighting for some time. And this doesn't mean that we failed. This doesn't mean that we're not strong, because we are. We've been through this a lot, and we've actually been avoiding the finish line for whatever reason. We also got, okay, we got, the Nine of Cups. So yeah, there's an ending emotionally coming, but we're not wanting to completely see that yet. For whatever reason, a lot of us feel as if it's too good to be true, or it's not going to fully give us what we want, and we feel like at least we know we're being disappointed. We know the expectations, right? We know that we're taking one day at a time, and we're just going to be pleasantly surprised. We don't want to admit that we're in more of, I don't want to say control, because to me that sounds more like you have control over more than you don't. I feel like it's more of we have a choice we have to make, and we don't want to make it for whatever reason. And this could be mentally, this could be verbally. We verbally say we have a choice. After years and years, we say we have not. So it's really foreign, it's really scary, and we're really trying to get to a new level of not only consciousness and a new level of quality of living, but we also have to maintain that, because we have been maintaining this this, I don't even want to say it's our fault, but it's almost as if it's hard to explain, because Spirit's trying to show me it's like a comfort thing. And again, I keep getting headache right here and my frontal, my third, around my, not really my third eye, but around the third eye. So I feel like, again, we're at war in ourselves, and we know the truth. We've just been really saying, okay, I want to stay humble, I want to stay pure, I want to stay this and that, I want to be like Jesus, however you want to say it. And we've really put ourselves in a situation where we have more choices than what we think, and we're not really allowing others to see the choices that they have as well, because we're so, what I'm hearing Spirit say is, we're so used to catering to people that we don't even realize that they have other options too. And we're enabling our own behavior. We're enabling other people's bad behavior. So it's a very complicated situation. But Monday and Tuesday is really about deciding, really about getting over that fear, getting over that bridge that needs to be crossed. Like, if you're not going to do it, what I'm seeing Spirit do is that they're pushing you. They're just going to push you through it. It's going to be painful. You're going to, maybe throw a tantrum, or so to speak. But kind of like they're showing me what happened this evening when I went to see some of my loved ones in the cemetery. I felt I couldn't find an individual. It was dark and my battery was like 4%, and I just wanted to sit down in the grass and cry because I couldn't find it. But little did I know that, hey, there's another day coming, and even if that day doesn't come, at least the Spirit knows that I tried so hard to find that individual grave when it was dark, when I had very little battery. My intention was there. So I feel like a lot of us, we don't realize that sometimes the intention is just as powerful as the action, because sometimes when we go, what I'm hearing is when we go over that boundary and we try to take that action too far, then it becomes toxic, or it becomes enabling, or it becomes something that wasn't meant to be in the first place. But we're trying to control it in a sense of, I want to heal the person that you are because I know I have that ability. That doesn't mean that you have to go to that extent. You just being yourself and you modeling by example will heal them as well. You don't always have to engage in as deeply as you have been. And see, again, this right here is the 10 of Cups, and it's in reverse. So that's telling me right now that we always feel that we are sacrificing not only ours, but we're sacrificing other people's destiny sometimes when we step in. When we want to be the saving grace, or we want to be the martyr, whatever it might be, whatever role you're wanting to play. Maybe you don't even play any of those. Maybe it just happens, right? But Spirit is telling you that things are going to be shifting around Monday and Tuesday. It's going to be like a wake-up call. And I don't mean like a intense wake-up call. It's going to be like a subtle, like kind of that small, still voice is what I'm hearing. And they're showing me that Bible verse. I'm not sure 100% what Bible verse that is, but you can look it up. But what I'm hearing and seeing with these cards is that a lot of our emotional fulfillment is going to be determined moving forward after Monday and Tuesday, if we're willing to accept it or not. Are we going to self-sabotage? Are we going to allow other people to self-sabotage? Or are we just going to take it as it comes and see that, yes, there is options. And no, we don't have to make a choice right now. We can just go ahead and kind of receive, let it flow. The last card that's here is the Knight of Cups in reverse. So this is telling me that, yeah, there is good news coming emotionally, but we can't wait on someone else to say, hey, you can emotionally fulfill this now. You just got to take that action yourself. And that might be surrendering and not feeling like you always have to react. You always have to make a decision right now. So I feel like these next couple days is going to be a lot about emotional release and emotional rebirth. And that's going to help with our quality of life, not only in prosperity, but our emotional well-being and our mental health. And that will in itself help us decide better career paths, better romantic relationships, better connections, and just better overall health. I hope that this helps, and I wish you guys a blessed day. If you would like to comment, share, like, any of that, I'd appreciate it. And if you would like a free private reading by YouTube, this is private, all confidential. I will just, the only two people that will have a link is me and you. So you can go ahead on my website, Raven Hope, and go purchase, or you can just message me and we can do a reading email or by video or phone. And of course that will be private as well. And I will send you my links to send some donations for the reading. Many blessings.